Napoleon graduated from the military academy in 1785. After graduating, he was promoted to second lieutenant in an artillery regiment. During the Reign of Terror, because Napoleon was friends with high government officials, he was promoted to brigadier general. In 1795, he was promoted to major general for his part in helping to suppress loyalist uprisings. In 1796, Napoleon commanded the French army and defeated a bunch of Austrians, resulting in territorial gain. In 1798, Napoleon led an invasion on Egypt, but was forced to abandon his troops in Egypt after the English devastated the French fleet in the Battle of the Nile. He then tried to invade the Ottomans in Syria and failed, but in 1800 he beat the Austrian forces again. In 1805, the British wiped out the French fleet in the Battle of Trafalgar. In 1805, Napoleon won victory over Russians and Austria at the Battle of Austerlitz, destroying the Roman Empire for good. And yes, once again, with this picture you know that in 1809, Napoleon defeated the Austrian forces again at the Battle of Wagram, resulting in further gains for Napoleon. Napoleon then invaded Russia in 1812 because they withdrew from the continental system. After trekking all the way to Moscow, the French army retreated due to the lack of supplies from the Russians' scorched earth policy. The Russians continually attacked and dwindled Napoleon's forces from 600,000 to 100,000. At the same time as the French invasion of Russia, the French forces fought in the Peninsular War, which resulted in the French military being pushed out of Iberian Peninsula. In 1813, at the Battle of Nations, Austria, Prussia, and Sweden defeated Napoleon. In 1814, coalition forces moved in and captured Paris. Napoleon was then sent to a prison island, but in 1815 he escaped the prison island and landed on French soil, greeted by 1,000 followers, who then all marched with him to Paris. That same year, Napoleon attempted to invade Belgium, but the British and Prussian troops were waiting for him, and crushed him at the Battle of Waterloo. There's one thing you should learn from Napoleon: it's you win some, you lose some. Also, Austrians suck at fighting.